Kate.
Hey, Melissa, we just reported Beyond Meat. Its stock, as you mentioned, up around 6% on news that KFC is going to be rolling out Beyond Meat fried chicken breast nationwide starting next Monday. This comes after several years of tests that were successful for those two brands. I spoke with Beyond CEO and KFC's U.S. president, who both expressed confidence about the upcoming launch, particularly the muscle mimicking of the product. This is going to be available for a limited time in nearly 4,000 locations across the U.S. Now, nearly a year ago, Beyond announced its formal partnership with Yum to make exclusive meat substitutes for Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC. Beyond also brought on two Tyson execs in December in COO and Chief Supply Chain Officer roles ahead of those expected launches across those brands in 2022. Yum shares up about 30% over the last year. If you remember, Chipotle also added a new plant-based chorizo for a limited time on Monday. Both Beyond and KFC execs pointing to changing consumer preferences and good timing in January for this anticipated product launch. Melissa, back over to you.
Kate, it's interesting that they say specifically that this is a substitute for chicken breasts. I mean, the breast meat has a very specific texture as opposed to a nugget, which is sort of an amorphous sort of glob of protein. Any insight on how that would be texture-wise?
It's more of a whole muscle product, as you mentioned, instead of more of a ground meat type of a substitute, as you'd see in a chicken nugget, which is what Beyond sells in grocery stores. So this is a KFC-specific product. As mentioned, they did test this over the past several years. One of the tests sold out in just about 5 hours, I believe, in Atlanta. So they've been kind of tweaking this recipe over the last few years, and both executives really sounding confident ahead of this upcoming launch next week.
Muscle mimicking doesn't exactly sound appetizing, but I'll take your word for it. Kate, thank you. Kate Rogers with the latest on that. Guy Dami, obviously big news for Beyond as it inks up some more deals here.
15-year anniversary coming up, and that's the first time we talked about, what'd you say, amorphous chicken nuggets, and I mean that was me.
I couldn't think of what the,
made me wince already this show. Oh my goodness gracious! I mean, if I wasn't nauseous before, I am now, sister. But how do you trade the stock? Because nobody really cares about what I think about Beyond Meat's chicken breast. Look where it just traded down to. We basically traded down and touched the March 2020 lows, and it bounced. If you're looking for a textbook double bottom and something to trade around, you might have gotten in Beyond Meat, which I think reports, not that it matters, in early March.